Peace, beautiful soul. Supreme rising, everyone. Grand rising. Wow. I just wanted to come on real quickly, this rising, to be a level of encouragement today, in these beautiful energies and frequencies that are here. I just wanted to touch a little bit about primordial energies and frequencies, to give a little bit of an explanation of what that actually looks like to me, right? We have a lot that is transpiring on this plane right now, and many of us are going through our transitioning of understanding information, right? All of the multiplicities of different stories, different things that we know, that we understand of ourselves, to be, just in the process of trying to figure things out. But with primordial energies, as you ascend higher into the frequencies of primordial energies of your true being, right? Whether you are primordial frequencies or if you are a descendant of an ancient being, right? To which, many of us are. To give you an example of what that looks like, I was on live yesterday with the goddess, and her energy greatly resembles that of primordial energies. And what happens in that, a lot of people have a misunderstanding or a misunderstanding that, it appears to be harsh. It appears to be, firm, stern, or even sometimes some folks might say even mean, right? But it really isn't that. What it is that primordial energies and frequencies move from a space of knowing without any exceptions. It's a being, right? So instead, to give you an example, instead of saying I love you, you are love. You can just that love is there, or if it's that I care for you, you are the caring. You don't have to say it, right? Because you are it, because you are everything. So when you move from primordial frequencies, right, you are the love, you are the care, you are the peace, you are the consciousness, you are everything, and everything is you. So you become the very thing that you are trying to tell someone that you are. And then as you become it, you don't have to explain it, right? You don't have to say that I love you, because it's already there. It's already being emitted, because you are the love. You are the peace. You are the confidence. You are everything. What that energy showed me is how greatly we have fallen, right? To all of these misnomers and all of these indecisiveness of not really truly knowing who we are. And we speak speculatively because we do not move from a place of knowing. It's almost like we have an uncertainty or an unsurety of who we are when we speak and when we utilize this language. So, that example of the primordial, this is what primordial energies look like. And a lot of times, because we have failed, so far in frequency, when we feel an energy like that, we don't take it as power. We take it as it's something that it's being mean. It's not being mean. Because imagine if everybody was moving in that frequency, there would be no interpretation of anyone being mean, because you would just know. You would know when this being is of love of you. You would just know. You wouldn't have to say I love you, because you are love. You wouldn't have to say I care, because you are the care. You just have to be. That is the power. That is where the true power is, the being. Okay, and the knowing It's what radiates the being. So I just wanted to put that out there to give you, an idea of what primordial frequency look like and how it moves. And when you do a cross comparison of what it truly is, it really truly shows you how far we have fell in frequency, to the point where there is a level of confusion. This is where the Babylon thing comes into part, where it's the confusion of not, of knowing who you are and being who you are, the truth of you. And when you say, I am everything and everything is me, that is contingent on a factual statement of being, because that is what primordial frequencies are. It's a beautiful thing. And when I came into when I recognized it, it's the frequency. Now, we are here, in this vessels, and we are exposed to many things, but when you come across that frequency that is a little bit more stronger, right, and that it resonates on that energy, you as an ancient being, I as an ancient being, the soul knows. This is where I always say, now we have to move from a soul level, because the soul will know. Okay. And I just wanted to say, so on my last live yesterday, I was on, I think her name is Isis Wisdom or something like that. I'm so sorry, but she's on my last live. So when you get that energy and that feeling, and then also too, it is a healing frequency, right? And understand that everything that they have strayed you away from in terms of what is bad and evil and this and that or whatever, you have to let it go. We're going to have to let that go, because it is it's a grossly misguided, right, manipulation and deception that they have us in, to be afraid of ourselves, right? All of the dark and this and that or whatever, the evils and everything, it's there for you to be afraid of you. Because that is truly who we are. That is truly who our primordial ancestors are. We are that dark energy. We are that dark energy. We are the power. And we are in a frequency of knowing. We are the power. And home recognize home. Frequency recognize frequency. And this is why I say we now, at this day, in these hours, have to move from a frequency of a place of knowing, and at a soul level frequency. We cannot be confused or no longer contaminated by the exterior aspect of being in this material expression. It is time for us to move in our true authenticity of who we really are at a soul level. At a soul level. So that, like how I was able to recognize her, I was able to recognize her frequency, right? And that's how it is, regardless of the personality, regardless of, how a person may perceive a person. We have to now start moving at a frequency identifier. And that is just my opinion about, it's just my opinion, right? We all are going to do what we are led to do on our own initiative. But I just wanted to utilize that as a very beautiful example to show you what primordial frequencies really looks like, okay, in terms of the power behind it. The very, very strong power behind it, right? It just is. You just are. No compromising. All right? So with that being said, beautiful souls, I just wanted to once again come on here to encourage you to be strong within yourself, know thyself, move in thy own accord, move in your own narrative and energy. Put yourself in a position to receive the truth of you, because you are out there. The energetic aspect of who you are is also out there. We are multi-dimensional beings, and without us knowing where to go and who to, ask of ourselves, we don't ask of ourselves because we know not of ourselves. But understand that you are a multi-dimensional being, so therefore you can ask of yourself to put yourself back into the true authenticity of who you are, even in this waking life, right? Reach out to yourself energetically in frequency. Know thyself. You are a beautiful expression of the all-knowing. And I just wanted to put that out there so that way you can now move into your own narrative, your own accord in power. Not in weakness, but in power. So with that being said, you are everything. Everything is you. You are greater than any lie that has ever been told. You are greater than any lie that has ever been told. You are greater than your traumas, right? You are a beautiful expression of the all-knowing. You are abundance. You are opulence. You are everything, and everything is you. You are moving from a space of knowing and a space of being, without speculations, without questions, from a space of knowing. You are a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I just wanted to put that out there as a level of encouragement and power and high frequency and high vibration to bring you closer to the true authenticity of who you are, to give you the examples of where it is that we were and how far we have failed, to the point of questioning and speculation in the language and the words that we use, that we speak with uncertainty. And this is where the change is. This is where the change will be. Because moving from a space of being and knowing and just is the primordial frequency. We are the power. We have always been the power, and we will always be the power. We just have to remember. And command your presence of your understanding to that remembrance. When you look at the sun, when you look at the trees, when you look at the things that are connected to you. They paused alive, my apologies. Touch them and say, I remember. And the connection to nature will assist you in that remembrance. So with that being said, you guys, I love you guys immensely. Peace be within you unto you all. I salute the divinity within you, and I will always see you in your highness because I know that it is there. Be one with yourself. Know thyself. You are the power. And as I said again, look at that live that I did with the goddess. That is a pure example of what primordial frequency is. And it will show you how far we have failed. Because if you're feeling uncertain about yourself, that is because we are moving in a frequency less than who we are in the truth of our true being. And I just wanted that to be very, very pronounced so that we can now have some level of contrast to see who we truly are and what we have become and where we now need to return in frequency, energetically, and vibrationally. All right? So love you guys, and you guys have an amazing, beautiful, beautiful day. And I should commit to talking with you guys later. Love you. Have an amazing day. All right, later.